Welcome to another deep dive into the world of EUCs. This week we're going to be looking at.
Buckle up.
Yeah, buckle up. We're dropping into a week-long Telegram chat with some serious EUC enthusiasts.
Yeah, a serious group.
You'll hear about their off-road adventures,
Oh, yeah.
get a glimpse into their gear obsession,
I mean, who doesn't love gear?
and maybe even stumble upon some unexpected philosophical debates.
That's always fun.
It's a fascinating journey through the heart of a passionate community.
It is fascinating to watch how this chat just kind of organically develops
Yeah.
over several days. Like
Right.
we're eavesdropping on a conversation as it ebbs and flows,
Yeah.
touching on everything from those technical details to personal reflections.
So let's rewind to the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
It all started with Ron Lyon,
Ron, yeah.
who shared photos
Mm-hmm.
and a recap of his 33-mile ride on the Sierra Divide Ridgeline
33 miles.
on a unicycle.
That's impressive.
Right.
And it sounds like he encountered some challenging terrain.
Yeah.
Including a construction zone that sparked some concern among the other riders.
Yeah, right? Sean Johnson, an Instagram user at WheelFestURater,
Oh, yeah, they were.
chimed in warning about a treacherous 30-foot ditch in that construction area.
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah,
That's a big ditch.
I'm just thinking about that.
Oh, yeah.
Makes my stomach turn a little bit.
It's a good reminder
Yeah.
that even the most experienced riders need to be aware of the potential hazards out there.
Yeah, always got to be paying attention.
Absolutely.
Speaking of pushing limits, aka Bobby Boucher, popped into the chat to share a YouTube video of his epic road trip.
Bobby. Yeah.
And he's planning to retire in May.
That's awesome.
And he is considering becoming a snowbird in Lake Havasu, specifically for its awesome EUC riding opportunities.
It's interesting how EUC riding is becoming a lifestyle choice for some people.
Yeah.
They're planning their retirement around it.
Right.
Traveling to specific locations. It's more than just a hobby. It's a way of life.
Yeah. And then we have Alan Horner and Don Champion, who braved a muddy adventure at the Salton Sea.
The Salton Sea.
They even mentioned the, shall we say, unique aroma of hydrogen sulfide that permeated the air.
Even the less pleasant aspects of an adventure
Right.
become shared experiences within this community.
Yeah.
It's this sense of camaraderie that really shines through in these chats.
Exactly. And while some folks were out conquering trails, others were deep in the weeds of EUC gear talk.
Oh, the gear talk.
Brandon Tran was trying to sell some slightly used Cohedron power knobs with leg extenders.
Ah, the power knobs.
Yes.
These are aftermarket handlebar extensions that offer more control
Okay.
and leverage for riders, especially during off-road riding.
Uh-huh.
And the leg extenders provide additional stability,
Oh, okay.
particularly for taller riders.
So good for me then.
Could be.
It seems like customizing and optimizing their setups is a big part of the EUC world.
Absolutely. They're constantly tweaking, upgrading, experimenting to find that perfect balance of performance and comfort.
Speaking of upgrades, VMAX Tour proudly showed off his souped-up Roger charger,
Oh, yeah.
which he equipped with an Iterna fan to keep things extra quiet.
Now, the Roger Charger is a popular choice for EUC enthusiasts
Yeah, I mean, I've got one.
because it's known for its reliability and fast charging speeds.
Yeah.
And the Nocturna fan is a high-quality silent fan
Wow. So it's
that helps to dissipate heat, keeping the charger cool
okay.
and preventing any potential damage.
Oh, I see.
That's smart.
So you don't want your charger to overheat?
Exactly.
Interesting. It seems like even the chargers are a source of fascination in this world.
Oh, yeah.
And speaking of chargers, Melody, who goes by @monowheelmelody on Instagram,
Okay.
asked VMAX Fos about a past incident where he got water in his charger.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
It's a reminder that even with all the high-tech gear, accidents happen.
right.
But the community is there to share knowledge, learn
Yeah.
from each other's mistakes, and offer support.
Exactly. And as we all know, sharing knowledge and support is crucial in any community, especially one that's built around a shared passion like EUC riding.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us. This is what we do. We share our EUC passion with the world.
Help your community.
And from chargers, the conversation took a rather unexpected detour into social commentary. Justin Wen shared his frustration about his son's paper sword being confiscated at school.
What?
For being deemed a weapon.
A paper sword?
Yeah, paper sword.
Oh, wow. Talk about a hot button issue.
Yeah.
It sounds like this sparked quite the debate about school policies and parenting in today's world.
It certainly did. Roger Hajali injected some dry humor with a comment about the dangers of paper cuts.
Oprah cuts, ouch.
while Marty Back offered some heartfelt support to Justin, acknowledging the challenges of raising boys in an environment that can sometimes be overly sensitive.
It's interesting to see how even within a community focused on a specific hobby, these broader societal issues inevitably find their way into the conversation.
Yeah.
It shows that these EUC enthusiasts are not just one-dimensional.
Right.
They're engaged with the world around them.
They are.
And the conversation took an even more provocative turn when Josh Morgan made a statement about liking all races except whites,
Oh, boy.
which drew a strong reaction from some members.
Yeah.
It sounds like things got a little heated there.
Uh-huh.
It's a reminder that even within a community that shares a common interest, there can be a wide range of perspectives and opinions.
What was there?
And remember, we're simply reporting on the conversation as it unfolded and not endorsing any particular viewpoint.
Exactly. Our goal is to provide a balanced and impartial account of this chat, allowing you to draw your own conclusions.
Now, amidst the social and political commentary, Darth Prospect chimed in with his signature blend of humor and philosophy,
About Dark Prospect.
sharing his thoughts on the wheel life and his amusing interactions with ChatGPT.
It seems like Darth Prospect is the resident philosopher jester of the group,
He does seem to be,
always ready with a witty observation or a thought-provoking question.
definitely. And speaking of thought-provoking, he mentioned that ChatGPT had some unfavorable opinions of him,
Really?
which of course sparked a wave of jokes and speculation.
Always entertaining to see how artificial intelligence can be both intriguing and amusing.
Right.
And speaking of AI, Justin Wen, perhaps inspired by the conversation, made a Terminator reference.
Oh no, Skynet.
Prompting VMAX Fighter to respond with a classic "fuck around and find out."
I mean, he's not wrong.
I guess not.
And Flyboy UUC, also known as Adam, offered a more optimistic perspective, suggesting that AI is programmed to be nice,
Okay.
and that we need more of that in the world.
Always interesting to see the full spectrum of opinions on AI,
Yeah.
from those who see it as a potential threat to those who embrace its potential benefits.
Right.
But let's shift gears back to the world of EUCs themselves.
Okay, back to the EUCs.
Christopher EUC was seeking advice on foot positioning during tight turns.
Yes. The eternal quest for perfect technique. It looks like Alex Paradiang, a seasoned rider, shared some practical tips based on his own experience,
Great.
recommending keeping the heel on the pedal while lifting and turning the ball of the foot outwards for high-speed cornering.
Solid advice. It highlights the importance of subtle adjustments and body mechanics in mastering those advanced maneuvers.
Right. And then Vmaxu, who's always eager to share his expertise, chimed in with his recommendation of counter-pivoting for stability.
Counter-pivoting is a technique where you shift your body weight in the opposite direction of the turn.
I see.
It helps to maintain balance and control, especially at higher speeds. It's a technique that takes practice and finesse, but it can make a huge difference in your riding ability.
And as always, he emphasized the importance of fluid, full-body movements rather than just relying on your feet.
It's a holistic approach to EUC riding,
Right.
engaging your entire body to work in harmony with the wheel.
Makes sense.
It's not just about physical technique. It's about understanding the physics of the machine and how your movements affect its behavior.
You know, it's fascinating how this community blends technical discussions with a kind of Zen-like approach to movement and balance.
It is interesting.
It's not just about riding.
Right.
It's about understanding the machine and becoming one with it.
It's like a dance between human and machine, a constant interplay of forces and adjustments.
Exactly. It's not just about speed and power.
Right.
It's about finesse and control.
Absolutely.
And speaking of community, we saw a warm welcome extended to a new member, Ray A., who was invited to the group by Roger Hoshali.
Roger's known for being a welcoming and inclusive member of the community.
Yeah.
He often extends invitations to newcomers,
That's great.
creating a sense of belonging and camaraderie.
It's great to see that welcoming spirit. And Ray was immediately captivated by the beautiful sunset backdrop in Roger's video.
A shared appreciation for the beauty of the world around them,
Yeah.
another common thread that binds this community together.
And the support extends beyond just riding tips and friendly greetings. We saw Henry Valencia expressing interest in a Blitz EUC for his son.
Ah, the Blitz EUC. That's a model known for its durability and off-road capabilities,
Right.
making it a popular choice for younger riders.
And Roger, ever the helpful member, offered to let Henry's son try his out.
That's awesome.
It's like a big expanded EUC family.
Exactly. They're always willing to share their knowledge, their gear, and their passion with others.
Yeah.
It's what makes this community so special.
And amid all the helpful advice and warm welcomes, Darth Prospect chimed in with his signature blend of humor and, dare I say, cautionary wisdom, warning about the potential pitfalls of tequila Teslas and one-wheel riding.
He's always good for a laugh,
Right.
but there's often a grain of truth hidden within his jokes. Perhaps a reminder to enjoy the ride, but always with a healthy dose of caution, especially after a tequila tasting
Right.
or when driving a Tesla.
Sounds like solid advice. And speaking of riding, Chris Chaput shared his experience of completing a 50-mile ride with Marty Bass, highlighting the abundance of great wheels available right now.
It's a golden age of EUCs, with new and innovative models constantly hitting the market.
It really is.
There's a wheel for every rider and every riding style.
And let's not forget the ongoing quest for the perfect EUC setup.
Right.
We saw Brandon Tran still trying to find a new home for his Cohedron power knobs,
Oh, yeah.
showcasing the constant experimentation and customization that goes on within the community.
It's all about finding that sweet spot,
Yeah.
the optimal balance of comfort, performance, and style.
And it seems like that's a never-ending journey, with riders constantly tweaking, upgrading, and sharing their discoveries with each other.
Yeah, it really highlights the collaborative spirit of the EUC community. They're not just riding solo, they're sharing their experiences, their knowledge, and their passion with each other. And it's not just about the technical stuff, there's a real sense of community and camaraderie that shines through in these conversations.
Absolutely. It's a reminder that even in our increasingly digital world, these shared passions can create real human connections. And sometimes those connections lead to some pretty fascinating conversations, right? Remember how Christopher EUC's question about foot positioning turned into this mini masterclass on advanced riding techniques?
It was amazing to see the collective knowledge of the group come together, like that Alex Paradiang shared his insights from years of experience. Darth Prospect added his own unique perspective, and then VMAX4 chimed in with his emphasis on counter pivoting and whole body awareness. It was like getting a free lesson from some of the best riders in the community.
Exactly. And it wasn't just about do this, do that. They were explaining the why behind the techniques connecting the physics of the wheel to the rider's movements.
That's what makes these deep dives so valuable. It's not about giving you a set of rules to follow. It's about helping you understand the underlying principles so you can apply them to your own riding style and EUC of choice.
So what does this all mean? It means we've journeyed from breathtaking mountain vistas to the nitty-gritty of charger pinouts touched on societal tensions. And the beauty of welcoming a newbie like Ray.
All within a single week of EUC community chatter. It's incredible how much ground they covered, from the technical to the personal, the philosophical to the downright hilarious.
Don't forget the controversial, which as always we reported on, impartially letting you, the listener, form your own opinions. And speaking of opinions, I'm curious to know, what stood out to you most in this deep dive? Was it the adventurous spirit of these riders, the endless quest for optimization, or perhaps the unexpected philosophical tangents that popped up along the way?
Whatever resonated with you, we hope this journey into the world of EUCs has left you with a deeper appreciation for this passionate and dynamic community.
And who knows, maybe it's even inspired you to explore the world of EUCs for yourself. Either way, be sure to share your thoughts on our social media channels. We'd love to hear your reactions to this deep dive and what resonated with you most. Until next time, keep those wheels rolling.